That Nerd Ryan here, and today we're going to be talking about Young Jedi Adventures, but just the shorts. So originally I had no plan on actually watching this or anything, and then I was like, you know what, they're actually making Lego sets for it, and toys and stuff, so obviously I gotta cover it. I also like watching anything Star Wars, so I figured that I would cover this because I do want to expand into Legends, but this isn't Legends yet. This is actually canon, I believe. So that makes it more important, too, to cover for you guys. So I decided to introduce myself through the shorts and then watch the actual show and review it maybe next week, maybe the week after. So, yeah. Basically, for those of you who don't know, and I mean, I didn't even know about this until I saw the toys and stuff, Jedi Young Adventures is basically the young kid Star Wars show. What I mean by young kid, I don't know how else to explain it. I was going to say toddler, but for this generation, Bluey, stuff like that. For people my generation, Dora the Explorer, Blue's Clues, that level, like Nick Jr., Disney Jr. I don't think Cartoon Network had a Junior to think about. But yeah, anyways, so that's what this show is. And I actually kind of found it entertaining for the shorts, at least. I'm a little nervous on the show. I think small doses of this is fine for me. I'm not a father or anything like that where I don't have to watch this with my kid. I do have a cousin that is 2 years old that I've seen bits and pieces of the shows she watches, and I can handle Bluey, Coco Melon, kind of, Baby Shark, I want to die. But this actually was tolerable. I mean, the common theme through this is working together. Basically that. There's other things like trusting in yourself and stuff. And I literally only have one complaint for the show. I mean, for the shorts at least. I mean, obviously the show might be different, but that has to be Yoda's voice. I don't know who they did to get Yoda. Maybe it already is somebody that's played Yoda before. Maybe it's Frank Oz or whoever did Yoda's voice in Clone Wars. But it just seems off. It seems like a bad Yoda impression. I don't know if it's because of the time period we're in, which is supposed to be the High Republic, so he's 200 years younger. I also think what's kind of funny with this, too, is that I don't think the kids are 4. I think they're probably 8 at the youngest. Or, I mean, 8 at the oldest, maybe between 6 and 8. Obviously, you have to take it with a grain of salt, because maybe the true canon events, these kids were older, but the fact that they're supposed to be young kids and one's a pilot, and they're given live lightsabers, and then the villain is also around their age and a pirate, you kind of have to suspend disbelief on that. And again, the whole time I was sitting there, I was like, this is a kid's show, a young kid's show. You got to understand that some of this stuff is a stretch. That's fine. But other than that, I thought it was really enjoyable. So we're following basically a set of 4 characters. A human named, I forgot his name is, a common name. I think it's Nash, I could be wrong. Then we have Liz, who's a Pantoran. Then we have Nubs, who's a Poobian, I think it's called. The language is Poobian, but yeah, he's a Poobian. And then we have... No, Nash is the pilot. I'm sorry, Nash is the human pilot. I forgot the other Jedi human's name. And it's a very common, Earth name. I just can't think of it right now, so obviously next video I'll say his name. but right now I can't think of it. And each member gets like their own little short to focus on them after the introduction short, which introduces everybody, shows them training and working as a team. Then the next one is the main human Jedi's story, which is him kind of learning how to use the Force. Then we get Liz's story, which is like showing that she loves animals and using the Force to help recapture a Tuca cat. Then we get Nubs' story with him using the Force with an animal to collect a plant because he loves plants. Then we get like Nash's focus episode, which just shows her being a very good pilot, fighting the actual villain of this show, which is Tanbor, which I was surprised there's a villain, and then I remembered Swiper in Dora the Explorer, and I'm like, oh yeah, kid shows do have villains. And actually what's so funny about that is the next short is Tanbor's short, where he's stealing, and they kind of do a swiper no swiping sort of thing. What I do have to say, what's nice about like this show compared to how I remember shows like this when I was a kid, is it's not hand-holdy, I guess is the best way to say it. Like, Dora the Explorer, like, okay, same map, okay, do that. Like, Dora the Explorer kind of felt like it was talking down to the kids, from what I remember. Same with Blue's Clues and everything like that, even though I loved Blue's Clues to death. I got to see Blue's Clues live as a kid, stuff like that. But, like, I've noticed this with watching my cousin's show, too, whenever she's watching it, is modern shows of that age do not really talk down to kids, which is very cool, and I think that really helps this show, because I honestly was going into it expecting them to, like, be, like, talking and blah, 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 blah. Okay, now put your hand up and use the Force. And it's like, they never did that, and I thought that was pretty cool. Maybe the show's a little different, but the shorts did not do that. I was so happy about that. But yeah, so I'm excited to watch the actual show. I thought all 5 shorts were actually great. It's going to be weird for me to watch a show of this caliber, but I'm still excited to watch it, let's be honest. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and follow me on all my social media down below. It's that nerd.